Tonight, it's Noche Latina, celebration of Latin culture in the league. It's become an annual tradition and a very good one. Great to be a part of it with you. With Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Norris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And so off the tip, it's New York. All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. So for Chicago right now, we've got DeRozan. Levine is out there with Lazar, Hayward. And it's Vucevic. And it's Vucevic in at the 4. Rose gets the bucket.
You know, across the board, the Knicks played at a very deliberate pace last year. They were in no rush to get their offense in motion and actually preferred a slower half-court game.
And here are the Bulls now. Adkins. He's covered by Noel. 6 to shoot. Vucevic trying to get open. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
Beautiful cut to the hoop. He's getting anything he wants here already.
And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. That's good.
Really tough to get that shot off with the size differential there. It's not an individual matchup he's going to win every time, especially in the post.
Very well done. I didn't think he had any business operating down there with the big fellas.
And so here is Chicago. The Knicks making the shot. It's good on the putback.
You got to love his position near the hoop, anticipating the play and getting the putback.
Here's New York. Outside Rose. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Here's Fournier, and the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
You know, that's a case there, Kevin, of him making a pass to a spot, and then he let his teammate run right into it. Well executed.
Here's the screen. Pass to DeRozan. It's Chicago with another bucket.
Could be the first of many mid-range jump shots we see from him today.
The Knicks have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. The franchise passes to Randall. Rose up on top. He dishes it to Noel. Chicago grabs the miss. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Here's DeRozan, and unable there to get the go-ahead bucket.
In this quarter, he's really been off the mark. He just looks a little bit unsettled.
Here's the franchise. Can't hit from 12.
You just assume he's going to knock those down when he's as open as he was there.
Passes it to DeRozan. Kicks it to Vucevic. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
You know that if you're a team in the East or anywhere in the NBA for that matter, that when you face the Bulls, it's going to be a battle wire to wire. These guys are coming at you for the full 48 minutes. They're extremely tough within the conference, too.
Well, the Bulls just seem built to play against every other team in the East, and it's why they've made the playoffs so often and finished on top in recent years.
No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also. And to add on with Chicago. Last year they won 35 games against the East, which was bested all by the NBA.
Well, that's more than Miami and other teams that finished above them in the standings. The Bulls are always a factor in the Eastern scene.
And Chicago has possession. The Knicks making the shot. Pass to DeRozan. Vucevic setting the big for DeRozan. And DeRozan throws it down hard. The rim rattler.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now.
Yeah, that is Showtime stuff right there. Major highlight reel material.
And it's Rose penetrating. Terrific design on the pick play. And he lays it in.
And the layup just gift wrapped right there. I mean, he had a clear path to the basket.
The dish to DeRozan. Vucevic setting the pick for DeRozan. An easy layup after coming off the pick. DeRozan's got 6.
Looks like he might be on his game today, Clark.
The Knicks have gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. Here's the franchise. Now the pass to Rose. Pulls it from the elbow. And there's another one for the Knicks.
The entire defense was frozen footed. Nobody picked up the shooter, Kevin.
Chicago trailing here. The feed now to DeRozan. Shot clock at 6. Another miss by DeRozan.
Good percentage shot, though. That's one they'll take any day of the week.
They set the screen. Noel passes to the franchise. Fires the 3. And that one's good. The franchise has got 5 now.
Defender there in the neighborhood, but not quite close enough. Good shot.
Vucevic trying to get open. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down. And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here.
Well, Nerlens Noel's rookie season, essentially a medical redshirt, recovering from ACL surgery in early 2013. So this will be his true rookie season.
The Knicks leading by 3. Rose kicks to Randall. Back to Rose. Passes to the franchise. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. That's now 8 points for the franchise.
That's 2 straight quick three-pointers they've allowed.
They better not make it 3 straight, because now all of a sudden you're looking at a hot streak.
Feeds it to DeRozan. Picked by Vucevic. DeRozan dishes to Vucevic. Back to DeRozan. Out left to the wing. Just 5 on the clock. Adkins gets to the corner and buries it. Here's the franchise. He's got 8. He kicks it to Fournier. He feeds it to Noel. New York moving the ball around. Off target with his 3. Bulls trail by 4. Outside DeRozan. The second chance effort. He takes it up and lays it in.
That's some tenacity inside, battling for the second chance points.
The Knicks have gone 8 of 11 in the first quarter. They'll take that percentage any night. Randall with a screen for Rose. Pass to the franchise. Launches a 3. Bean with the rebound. To the paint, looking to get it going. And it's laid up and in by DeRozan. DeRozan's got the game tied up here for the Bulls. New York's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. The franchise passes to Rose. Dishes it to Noel. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Pass to Vucevic. Puts it up from 12. Another one falls for Chicago.
Both teams on fire right from the opening tip.
Pedal to the throttle, Steve, just like we like it.
Kicks to Fournier. Noel sets a screen for Rose. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Well, as far as jump shots go, that's as high percentage as it gets.
I'm not sure how that didn't go down.
It's stolen. 1:58 left here in the first quarter. Here's the franchise. He's got 8. 6 to shoot. Shot to stop the drought, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. The franchise has got 10. And the first timeout of the game called for Chicago.
Well, last season saw the completion of the $1 billion renovation of this arena. Incredible place, palace really. And, you know, the new CBA makes it harder to spend big money on players, so the Knicks appear to be spending big on amenities.
And a whole new group out on the floor right now for the Knicks. There's 1:38 left here in the first quarter. Thompson sets the pick for Heinrich. Screen by Boozer. Jumper off the screen. Tries again. And the layup is good. And the Bulls lead by 2.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening, Steve.
No, it's off the charts. It really is. And defensively, I mean, they have to start shutting down some of those lanes to the hoop.
Now, here is Starks. Stoudemire kicks to Gibson. Starks outside. Takes the 3. The shot misses. Now Chicago takes it the other way.
And, you know, you mentioned those renovations. You look up and see those 2 walkways 10 stories above the court and with built-in seating. Boy, that's impressive.
Here's Gordon. Fires from deep. The rebound by Gibson.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, they were very lucky defensively because there was some miscommunication there. They left him wide open.
With the Knicks, and we mentioned the walkways, but there's also the huge new scoreboard. And, Steve, the expansive new 7th Avenue entryway.
Yeah, a couple of 600-square-foot video screens on the ceiling. As time goes on, NBA arenas just continue to get more and more lavish. The Mecca is more than keeping up with that trend. And you love the concentration. Gets hit, but stays with the play.
Yeah, he showed a lot right there. Plenty of concentration, finding a way to get that shot to fall.
The Bulls shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game.
Now, the numbers last year for them at the line, not great. Just 73% free throw shooting as a team.
And it's something they know that if they improve, can really have a big impact on their success.
Burks the pass to 4. He dishes it to Starks. And the pass to 4. The 3. Shot is no good. Got it off in time. No luck. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Bulls lead by 2. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. We welcome you back to Noche Latina. Becoming an annual tradition is always here on 2K Sports and always exciting. And look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Bulls.
You know, guys, we've really seen them do a lot of damage in the paint so far.
And another thing they've been doing right is converting a lot of second chance opportunities. I love the hustle and the effort.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Bulls. Heinrich is out there with Ben Gordon. Then it's Tony Kukoc. Then there's Tristan Thompson. And it's Boozer in at the center, filling out the middle. And blocked. Heinrich with it. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Kukoc, a screen on Stoudemire. On the wing, Gordon. Burks covering. Clock at 4. And the basket by Gordon. Gordon's got the first basket of the second quarter for Chicago.
Easy little jump shot for him right there, guys.
Starks kicks to Burks. Back to Starks. Thompson dishes to Heinrich. Feet away, and he gets it to go. And it's a 6-point Bulls lead.
Looked like the defense kind of backed off him, and he took advantage.
Kirk Heinrich in his 12th season out of Kansas. Remember covering this guy in college. still a quality defensive combo guard. At 6'4", tremendous IQ and anticipation really helps him at the defensive end. And he's, I think, a little underrated offensively, too.
And the basket by Starks.
I don't know who was supposed to be on him there, but clearly a mistake by the defense.
The Bulls leading by 4. Heinrich outside. The dish now to Gordon. Trying to get open is Thompson, and it comes off the front of the rim. And Heinrich playing big numbers for the Bulls last season. But Steve, his shooting percentages have started now to tail off over the last few years.
You know, I think his defense is really what keeps him on the court at this point, Kevin. Offensively, still a good playmaker and a decision maker, but he's not going to be a big scorer.
Can't get it to go. And New York the other way now. Starks outside. The feed to Burks. To the middle. Here's Floyd. And Gibson kicks to Burks. Back to Gibson. Second shot opportunity. And he lays it up and in. Gibson's got it all tied up now for the Knicks.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any agenda.
It's hard to overstate all the points they've scored on assists today. Beautiful to watch.
Now here's Heinrich. Passes it to Thompson. And he drew the blocking foul. He'll go to the line for 2.
Tristan Thompson, a really nice hustle player and defender. Chance to be a double-double guy. But, you know, as a former number 4 pick overall, I think expectations were probably a little too high for him. But he's turned into a very solid NBA player.
2 shots. First one falls for him.
And Thompson, with really good length and athleticism, I still think he's developing his footwork and craftiness inside as far as understanding how to create angles to get his shot off. But he's young, and there's plenty of time, and he's shown plenty of promise.
And the Bulls making a change here. Vucevic checked in for Boozer. DeRozan comes in for Kukoc. Levine's checked in for Ben Gordon. And Lazar Hayward subbed in for Kirk Heinrich. And he makes both free throws. And Thompson made progress on his mid-range jump shot in year 2. Then last season, Steve, he switched his shooting hand entirely.
And, you know, pretty impressive results for year 1 of the experiment. I mean, that's where you never know. He could become a much better shooter over time with that right hand. We'll see.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kev, the Bulls coach Tom Thibodeau, known as one of the most demanding coaches in all the NBA, he said the teams that are special always play with a rare intensity. That's just how championship caliber teams play. He added, I don't think you really feel pressure if you're putting everything you have into each and every day. Sound strategy, Kevin.
He's one of the best getting that kind of effort from his players, Doris. Thank you. The Bulls making a switch here. Vucevic is checked in. Good on the second free throw.
Bulls were a team last year that just never gave up. That was their identity. You know, they didn't have a ton of talent, but they played with a toughness and a defensive mentality that always seemed to keep them moving forward.
And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way. New York trailing. And Walker kicks to Fournier. Feeds to Randall. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Pass to Adkins. There's the killer two-handed slam. Stupendous rush to the rim and a mighty slam on the end of it.
But through the teeth of some pretty soft D. I can't help but say that.
Well, let's see how that impacts things here, because those kinds of plays sometimes can be game changers on both sides. Great last-second decision to pull that shot back and make the feed instead.
Julius Randle had a great freshman season at Kentucky, amazingly consistent and dominant at times. But he still saw his stock fall a little bit. Concerns about his lack of length. He struggled at times to finish oversized. He didn't come up with a great number of steals or block shots. The question is, will he be undersized or a defensive liability at the pro level? We'll see, but I think he's going to be a productive pro.
You know, the defense didn't exactly try to fight around that screen, and that's why it turned into the easy basket.
Outside, Walker kicks it out to Beasley. Back to Walker. It's Beasley on the wing. Right side, Rose. Misses off the left iron. And Randle struggled at times to finish over length. The low rate of steals and blocks, will he be undersized or a defensive liability at the pro level? That's been the question.
I don't have the answer to that, but it's certainly a good question. I mean, teams like their bigs to do four things: defend the rim, space the floor, rebound, and score inside. We know Randle can handle the last two. Time will tell if he can get things done in the former two.
Knicks trail by 3. Walker goes in, finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out.
Knicks trail 33-34.
The Bulls have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Dishes to DeRozan. Shot, no good. The Knicks have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Walker the pass to Randle. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
We knew what was going to happen with that one when he got his hands on it.
Yeah, you know, if the ball comes to him off the offensive boards, Clark, it's going to go back down hard.
It's amazing how many points he salvages for his team.
Chicago calls timeout.
Well, Julius Randle, drafted out of Kentucky after one season. He fits that classic power forward mold. 6'9", strong, physical, great rebounder, and scores with his back to the basket.
The franchise is checked in for Kemba Walker. Chicago trailing here. Picked by Vucevic. Shot off the pick. It's rebounded by New York. Randle's got 4 rebounds in this game. And Randle, regarded as a good outside shooter in high school, didn't really show that, though, at Kentucky.
And I think he wants to show that he can be a floor spacer at the NBA level, but it may take some time. That would really help him offensively because he is a tad undersized at the power forward spot. So being able to shoot it from the perimeter will go a long way in his development.
Yeah, the defender draped all over him.
Pretty plain and simple. Got him good there.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
Guys, they're really passing the ball well here in the first half.
Boy, the job of penetrating that they've done so far has really been excellent. I mean, they've done a nice job driving to the hoop effectively. You know, the Bulls' offense was not that great last year. As a matter of fact, they struggled to score. But when they did get to 100 points, they were one of the best teams in the league.
Nerlens Noel checks in for the Knicks. He doesn't get the second one. Well, as you said with the Bulls, a 22-2 record last season when they got to 100 points.
Well, it's a perfect example of how dominant their defense is. I mean, if they got to 100, they knew they could count on their D every single night. But getting to 100 was the problem. They did not score very easily.
And here are the Bulls now, following the miss by Derrick Rose. The wide open look here for DeRozan. Offline with his 3. For New York, they've gone 6 of 13 so far from the field here in the second quarter. Beasley dishes to Rose, and that is good. Rose has got 8 points.
He's such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
A tight game here in New York. And the pass to Adkins. They set the pick. Sinks the triple. 7 points in the game.
But you can't leave him alone, especially from long range.
The Knicks have gone 7 of 14 in the second quarter, shooting to the tune of 50%.
Well, with the shakeups for the Knicks, with the coaching change and even the change in the front office during last season, you absolutely expect them to take on a new direction.
They had a little bit of a hiccup to get the overhaul started, but once summer was in full swing, Clark, the Knicks made a lot of changes.
Well, getting Fisher to coach and then implement the triangle was a big one, and they also made some trades to shake up a roster that many felt underachieved last year.
And he makes the first.
Some fantastic numbers for the franchise.
Out there, the better off they'll be offensively with their spacing.
And New York making a change here. Davis has checked in. Both good from the line that time.
There's not a lot you can say that hasn't been said before about his skill at the charity stripe.
Pass to DeRozan. Shot clock at 5. Here's Levine. And the Bulls, another 3. Well, Clark, we've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
Yeah, we sure have. I mean, it's been a bit of a windshield wiper game. I mean, back and forth, the lead has gone 5 times, so no one in clear control yet.
I think both teams feel like they can win. They both have confidence. Also, we'll see which team can kind of ride the momentum and take control of this game.
Chicago leading. To the left wing. Here's Vucevic. Soft touch off the glass. Vucevic has got 4 points this quarter.
Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
Kicks it to Rose. 1:52 left to play in the first half. Some nice passing by New York here. And that one is good by Beasley.
Nice pass. That one was right on target.
1:39 left in the first half. Inside to Vucevic. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Vucevic has got 10. Knicks trail by 4. Here's the franchise. He's got 12. Noel passes to the franchise. Back to Rose. 6 on the shot clock. That doesn't go either for Davis.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might well tell the story in this one.
And that should tilt things toward them. I mean, they've been winning that battle.
Here's the franchise. Back to Davis. A 3-ball. That's good.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
The Bulls have gone 8 of 15 since we began the second quarter. Excellent shooting. Pass to Adkins. 34 seconds left here in the second. Shoots from the elbow. It's Chicago with another bucket.
His shooting's been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons his team is up in this game.
Now the dish to Davis. And it's Rose penetrating. No good with the elbow jumper.
Now, he thought he could knock that one down, but the defense was really all over him.
Pass to Adkins. And a tight game here as we end the first half. Rolls out front, up 3. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Hey, Kevin, with Derrick Rose. Derrick, how does it feel to get back out there on the basketball floor here for the new season ahead?
It feels good, man, especially playing with my teammates. We have new teammates. We're just trying to come out here and just play hard and compete.
Great to have you back, Derrick. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Doris, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow here on 2K Sports. Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third. It's been a clinic out there by the franchise.
I know we've said this many times before, but I'll say it again. He had a great first half, just an explosive offensive display there.
At the end of the day, I wouldn't be surprised if we're talking about what a great second half he had. He can usually keep it going for all 4 quarters.
Chicago leading by 3. They've got Noel, Randall out there with Evan Fournier. Then there's Derrick Rose. And it's the franchise in at the point. That's the 5 for New York right now. Here's Levine. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. Levine's got the first basket of the third quarter for Chicago.
Zach LaVine, a bit of a late bloomer. Wasn't a top recruit until he hit a late growth spurt in high school. Now he's a 6'5" combo guard. Came out of UCLA after 1 season. Still a bit unproven, but one of those upside picks because of his athleticism and shooting range.
Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Well, Derrick Rose is becoming increasingly deadly with his floater. He developed it earlier on at the park. Rose said, when we used to play in the park, there were no fouls. So that's why I shoot the crazy shots I do. Because I knew I was going to get fouled, but I still got to make the shot. His blacktop creativity is paying off, gentlemen.
Pretty impressive, Doris. Thanks. Here's DeRozan following the score by New York. Just 5 on the clock. Looking to end his cold spell, Adkins. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
He's a grinder. Love what he does under the offensive boards, really bringing energy and life to his team.
The Bulls have shot 3 of 7 at the foul line. And the free throw, no good. And Levine played point guard in high school before his growth spurt. And Clark, to see him as more of a point guard or shooting guard?
I see him as a shooting guard at this point. I mean, just based on what I saw of him in 1 year at UCLA. Tremendous athleticism. He's a bouncy young fella. Streaky shooter at this point. But I like his energy level. He's going to be a guy that has a chance, I think, to be a really good two-way player.
So it's Chicago now, following the score by New York. The wide open look here for DeRozan. Another miss by DeRozan.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys. But as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
He got right to the cup using that screen. 16 points for the franchise. For Chicago, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. The pass to Levine. Passes it to Adkins. Puts up a 3. The Knicks pull it in. Some firepower, Clark and Steve, from this offense.
Yeah, Kevin, how about the air of confidence? I mean, they really look like they believe in what they're doing.
Yeah, a little swagger here from this team. They're in a nice groove.
Chicago with the ball, following the three-point attempt by Derrick Rose. Pass to Levine. Picked by Vucevic. And it's blocked by Rose. Vucevic with the bucket. Vucevic has got 12 in the game. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Outside Rose. It's tipped. Picked by Vucevic. DeMar DeRozan on the wing. No good on the triple.
Early on, he tried to shoot his way out of this funk. But later in the game now, you might want to just give it up and look for his teammates to do the scoring.
Randall no good. One issue with the Knicks last year, Steve, was that they really didn't get a lot of easy buckets, no easy points. When they scored, they really had to earn it.
Yeah, they didn't run, and so they had to score in the half court. And that's a difficult thing to do in the modern NBA. You know, because teams can load up on you defensively. They can zone up. There are a lot of different things to do. I think they have to run more this year.
Here's Randall following the score by DeMar DeRozan. Randall kicks to Fournier. He feeds it to Randall. To the left side wing. Clock at 6. Here's the franchise. Wow, way off on that one. The Bulls leading by 5. Picked by Vucevic. The feed to DeRozan. Traps in the tray. DeRozan's got 5 points now this quarter.
He can be dangerous from outside. Sure, he didn't get one to go in the first, but we know he can get on a roll and knock him down.
Here's the franchise. 16 points for him. Rose dishes to Randall, and it's blocked. Vucevic is screen on Rose. And the rejection by Noel. Vucevic with the bucket. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back.
Well, I tell you what, when you get this kind of effort and efficiency from him, they're a really hard team to beat.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
Nikola Vucevic has a basketball pedigree. I mean, it's pretty impressive. His father played professionally in Europe for more than 2 decades, including for the Yugoslavian national team. His mother was a player as well. So you might say his DNA was set up to play the game.
So Chicago ends up going with the new group. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Hi, guys. Over that break, I was able to catch the message Derek Fisher was giving to his team. He said a big part of their focus should be on offensive rebounding, to get bodies to the glass at that end of the floor and work hard for second chance points. He also wants his players putting pressure on the defense with early offense, lots of shots, and an aggressive approach in general whenever they've got the ball. Well, they need to make something happen before the start of the fourth quarter, and maybe those changes will do the trick, Kevin.
And as always, Doris, thank you. Here's Gordon after Alec Burks' score. Gordon kicks to Boozer. Baseline jumper, cannot hit.
Look at this little fella going in there and eating up some glass.
Starks. His 3-pointers off the mark. And Vucevic, a growing celebrity in his native Montenegro, building on his family's basketball legacy.
Yeah, Vucevic, perhaps not a household name yet in the United States, but the way he's begun his career may not be the case for long.
Boozer goes in. And it's Gordon missing. Knicks trail by 8. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right. Boozer with the screen for Gordon. Shot off the screen. Goes back up. And he sinks the layup. Boozer's got the lead up to 10 now for the Bulls.
That sort of epitomized this game, guys. One team going all out, getting rebounds and putbacks, and the other team just dragging.
Starts the pass to Burks. He kicks it to Gibson. He dishes it to Burks. Some nice passing by New York here. Chicago grabs the miss. Boozer's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Starks against Gordon. Feeds to Kukoc. Screen by Boozer. Here's Gordon. The rebound by Gibson. Gibson's got 6 rebounds in the game. Starks dishes to Stoudemire. Floor defended by Gordon. That's good. Here's Gordon. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. Thompson against Gibson. Boozer kicks to Kukoc. And here's Gordon from outside. And the Bulls, another three.
There is no way a player like him can be left wide open like that. Did you pay attention to the scouting report?
New York calls timeout.
One more time, let me hear your Knicks City Dancers.
Boozer against Stoudemire. 1:52 left to play here in the third. Dishes it to Burks. Tries from 16, and it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
And Steve, not only is their lead big, but their advantage on the boards is huge too.
Yep, well deserved. I mean, they have worked their tails off on the glass.
Now here's Gordon. Thompson passes to Boozer. Gibson with the steal. Pass to Ford. Now here's Burks. Defended by Gordon. Stoudemire. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot two right here.
Amar'e Stoudemire still an efficient scorer, attacking the rim. The problems have been at the defensive end of the floor, where last season he fouled 4 times more than he blocked a shot. Not a great ratio, so he's got to continue to work defensively.
And Amar'e, he's owed around $45 million over this season and next.
And that's a huge contract. Still a great scorer, but as we discussed, he's got to defend at a better level and rebound at a higher rate to command more minutes on this team, and we'll see if he can make that happen.
Nocioni has checked in for Chicago. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. And here are the Bulls now. They're on a 14-5 run. Outside Gordon. Kicks to Gordon. There's the pick. Shot clock at 6. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Well, good idea setting that screen, but the execution wasn't there.
No, it sure wasn't. I mean, you want it to be hard, but it also has to be legal.
Randall's checked in for Stoudemire. Knicks trail by 10. There's 48 seconds left to play in the third. And yes, sir, that one drops.
A wide open three. They need much better communication defensively.
Chicago has gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. And here's Gordon. He has 5. Outside Gordon. Nocioni for 3, and it's good. Nocioni's got his first 3 points of the game.
The three-point shot has been a real weapon for them in the second half.
Yeah, they sure have gotten hot from out there.
Floyd passes to Burks. Gibson inside. Comes up empty down low. Here's Gordon. No luck. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Bulls lead by 10. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
This was such a pretty pass, Kevin. Beautiful assist, and of course it turned into the easy basket, but just a gorgeous play there.
Knicks trail by 10. So for Chicago right now, we've got Lazar Hayward, DeRozan out there with Vucevic, and it's Levine at the shooting guard position. Now here's Randall. To the inside. Here's Fournier. Rebounded by Vucevic. The Bulls shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. Out to the wing. That's tipped.
Excellent. Really solid job, actually, by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that one.
Randall dishes to Rose. Here's the franchise. Rose kicks to Randall. Noel trying to break loose. And there's Randall on the assist by Rose. 6 points for Julius Randall. The Bulls leading by 8. They set the pick. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. 6 to shoot. Picked by Vucevic. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. And it's off from three-point range. The Knicks shooting 47%. Pretty solid. There's the dish to Fournier. Rose passes to the franchise. He feeds it to Fournier. The pass to Noel. Some nice passing by New York here. Inside. Here's Rose. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
You know, the height difference there is huge, but he canceled it out with great body control in the air.
Exactly, Steve. He got to the hoop and wouldn't allow himself to be manhandled by the big boy.
And so here is Chicago. Looking to get on the board here in the fourth still.
Ran his man straight into that screen to open the lane up for the hoop.
Shooting for Chicago. Zach Levine. Shooting.
Free throw good, Levine. Not a lot of people thought, Steve, that Chicago had a chance last year to do much when Derrick Rose went down, but they stuck with it and ended up in the playoffs nonetheless.
And they didn't just make the playoffs. They had home court advantage in the first round as well.
And it will go, and the Bulls' lead is cut down now to just 7 on the basket from Randall.
Tell you what, he's enjoyed a very good day shooting the ball so far. He can bring them right back into this.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Bulls lead by 9.
Unfortunately for the Bulls, home court advantage really didn't do much for them as they dropped their first 2 games at home and were bounced in the first round. Another example of why home court advantage is desired, but it doesn't necessarily guarantee anything in the playoffs. Matchups drive results.
The 15-footer, no luck. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball.
Just an enormous advantage for them on the boards.
Guys, the key to the lead, to me, has been they've dominated the glass. It's that simple.
Now here's DeRozan. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession.
Well, the Bulls ran into a solid Wizards team and lost in the first round of the playoffs. It looked to me like they might have been worn down. And I think a healthy Bulls team with a little more depth is definitely a threat to go deeper this season.
Here's Fournier. Outside Rose. Passes it to the franchise. Yes, and it flows with the assist that time. Rose has got 5 assists in the game. The Bulls leading by 6. Pass to DeRozan. Fades back. It's Chicago with another bucket.
The easiest way to do it sometimes is with the bounce pass.
For New York, they've gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Now here's Randall. Vucevic defending. Randall passes to the franchise. The feed to Fournier. Just 5 on the clock. He dishes it to Rose. Will not go. This is off the front iron. The Bulls have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. And it's Chicago scoring again.
Well, there you go. If you're going to continue to give up open jump shots, you're not going to get back into this game.
New York calls timeout.
Well, he wants to get everybody on the same wavelength, that's for sure. And he may change up some things here as well.
Looks to me like he saw something that wasn't on the plan and picked now as the time to address it. I don't have a problem with that.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Thanks, Kevin. Derek Fisher had some words for his team over that last break. He doesn't think they've been giving it their all, saying they've been quicker to rebounds, to every loose ball. We got to wake up. The game's slipping away, and we're letting it happen. We have got to take control of this thing. We'll see if he lit a fire under them, guys.
Oh, a fantastic quarter for him here in the fourth. I mean, efficiency personified here.
Chicago calls timeout. The Bulls leading by 7. Outside DeRozan. Adkins. He's covered by Noel. They get the rebound, and he gets the bucket. And the Bulls lead by 9.
I like the way they got the ball inside there.
The Knicks have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Here's Fournier. DeRozan defending. The franchise passes to Noel. Here's Rose. He kicks it to Randall. Shot clock at 3. And it's Noel missing. Here's Chicago. He's covered by Rose. From outside the arc. The Knicks pull it in. Noel's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
He's still looking for his first three-pointer of the second half after making just one in the first.
Here's the franchise. Noel dishes to Randall. There's Rose with the 3. DeRozan with the rebound. The Bulls leading by 9. The 17-footer. That is good. DeRozan's got 4 this quarter.
And he may be the guy to put this game even farther out of reach.
New York's gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. They're 6 of 15. And that one's good. And that's 15 points for Derrick Rose.
Well, this quarter is going awfully well for him. It seems like every chance he's gotten, he's pretty much converted.
Pass to Levine. Wants to get it to DeRozan and does. Levine can't hit.
I thought he rushed it a little bit, guys, because he had a clean look, just lost his focus.
For 3, Fournier, and that one's good. For Chicago, they've gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter. Levine kicks to Vucevic. It's DeRozan with the drive.
Looking at the game for DeRozan, he's got 17 points, and he's put 1 three-pointer on the board.
Yeah, he's got to take his time behind the arc.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Chicago.
Anytime you get as many points in the paint as they have, you know you've got a good thing going, and you just want to keep it going.
And they've really done a nice job on the glass, too. A lot of second chance points here tonight.
The Bulls making a switch here. Gordon's checked in. And he can't hit the second. Knicks trail by 7. Now the pass to the franchise. From deep. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
I'll tell you what, they are dialed in from three-point land here in the fourth quarter.
You called that one right. Causing some serious harm from long range.
And Chicago has possession. They've led by as many as 11 points. There's the screen. Here's DeRozan. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. DeRozan's got 21. The Knicks have gone 8 of 13 from the field since the start of the fourth, sinking the majority of their shots. New York calls timeout.
And they need a timeout, Kevin. They haven't been boxing out like they need to, and they're giving up a ton of second-chance points.
Here's the franchise. Feeds it to Rose. Shoots it up. And there's another one for the Knicks.
That's a big basket there. You can expect him to be very involved and aggressive the rest of the way.
The Bulls leading by 5. Dishes to DeRozan. And that one's on target from the wing. DeRozan's got 15 points here in the second half.
Wow, he is just on cruise control right now. He's been unstoppable.
Yeah, the defense doing its best, but he's been too much for him.
Kicks it to Rose. Double team on Rose. Pass to the franchise. Clock at 6. Here's Noel. DeRozan with the rebound. DeRozan's got 5 rebounds tonight. Outside Gordon. Bulls moving the ball around. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession.
Maybe a low percentage pass, but it still nearly got through.
I like it, though. I mean, it's an aggressive play. Heads up defending to deflect it away.
.109 left to play here in the fourth. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. New York calls timeout. They're behind by 7. 105 left in the fourth quarter. Left to play in the final quarter. There's a good screen. DeRozan brings the double team. Here's the franchise. From downtown, it's good. And now they trail by just 4.
He's showing no signs of letting up here.
Chicago's gotten just 1 of 4 three-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. In the corner, it's Gordon. There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Good.
You gotta love the finger roll up and over the defense.
Clark, no room for error here.
Kevin's got to be perfect from here on out. You're exactly right.
Count! And now they trail by just 4.
Well, I tell you what, he's having one of those days where if he takes it, he makes it.
Here's DeRozan, and an intentional foul right there. And so they choose to intentionally foul. Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5. So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Good work at the line to stretch that lead out a little bit.
Game could be on the line right here.
It's basically now or never for them.
What a tough position. DeRozan with the rebound, and they go to the intentional foul. That's his second personal. 15 shooting
2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point game. New York calls timeout. They're trailing by 8. 16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Well, never say never, I guess. They just have no quit in them.
And I think you have to respect that attitude and approach. I know most teams would have called it a game already.
$16 seconds left here in the fourth quarter.
Not the best shot. Long range and with a defender right in his space.
And defensively, that's the kind of work he's known for. I mean, he loves to lock you up.
Heinrich outside. And so it's Chicago winning this one. They pulled off this win, Clark, with respectable performances on both ends of the floor.
Yeah, I think it was just really a nice overall effort, Kevin.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, Nick, what can you point to as the team's primary strength for getting